Hey friends, how are you? Just thought I'd do another little interview. I'm here with the brand new Sapphire Elite, Julie Barker. Hey Julie, how are you?
Good, thank you, Ben.
Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
We just had a lovely dinner.
We did.
And Julie told me to change it up a bit and have a cup of tea and a bit more relaxed. So yeah, thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
So everyone was excited to hear. We're going to start from the start. So how did you come to find Jeunesse?
How did I find Jeunesse? I watched Angela. I sort of was watching Angela, and I was already in another business at the time. I come from a background of being in party plan, and I was the highest earner. I mean, I had the trips, the travel, the income, but it was very sales based. And if I didn't do my minimums every month, I didn't get paid. So I started from zero every month. So lots of pressure. And I got to the point I was absolutely miserable and nearly burnt out. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to walk away. And I actually decided to go house sitting and live a laptop lifestyle because I'm all about online income and things like that. So I was with another company which was very online focused, and I was watching Jeunesse and just seeing how fast this company was growing and thinking.
I might just give a big shout out. That's Angela Lucenti.
Angela Lucenti, that's
big
right.
Angela
yes.
Lucenti.
So we're doing lots of posts on Facebook about all the team, the meetings, the opportunity nights, and things like that. Just watching this company grow, and she kept saying, I'd love to work with you and all that. And I said, no, can't get passionate about anti-aging skincare. That's what I said. And it was and then I tried the skincare one day, and I thought, this is actually really nice. I just joined as a customer. And then a friend posted a quote on Facebook that made me sort of actually stop me in my tracks and go, hang on a minute. Everybody needs this skincare. Everybody needs these products. It's not just a skincare company. And virtually got in touch with Angela and virtually got started straight away and said goodbye to the other company and went full ball with Jeunesse. So, and best decision I've ever made.
Awesome.
It ticks all the boxes of being purely online and global. So, yeah.
All right. Well, and do this one a little bit different. So, that decision, did you have when you first tipped your toe in, what were you thinking?
Okay, but I was a bit of a slow starter, only because I think I just had to, I needed to, I think I was lacking a few of the tools. This was before J-Mobile and before, we've got so many great videos in that now. Well, we didn't have them. I mean, I've been now with Jeunesse now, it's 18 months, just over 18 months now. So we really only got the videos in the J-Mobile like 12 months ago. So in the first 6 months, I think I struggled with how to get the message out there. And so that was probably my only hesitation. But once we got all the tools and the amazing, online tools that we've got now, it's so much easier to share this business. So once I got all of that and just thought, you know what, this is the company I want to be with, and this company is growing fast, I want to be part of that. So once I got over that first few months, then that was it. And that was April, I virtually went full ball with Jeunesse.
Yeah, sure.
Mind you, still working in the meantime. Yeah.
So we had dinner earlier tonight, so sort of know a bit. So just can you sort of fill everyone in about virtually what part of life that you've joined this business? Because you said about your kids. So just tell the people a bit about your sort of story.
Yeah. Well, my kids are all grown up now, so fully adults. And
how old are you? Sorry to butt in. How old are you?
My oldest is 30, so he's married, and I've got a 28-year-old that's got a baby boy, or a 12-month-old boy, and then I've got my daughter who's 22. So fully independent, really living their own lives and things like that. So I was married very young, and married for 23 years, and then on my own, and so. I had my kids young, and I didn't get a chance to do the things that I now want to do. So, I'm at the stage, I'm in my 50s now, and ready to just do, live life on my terms now. So, and Jeunesse fits well into that picture.
Well, I tell you, friends, while having dinner, has this lady got a passion one of her passions is photography and travelling, and it's amazing when people start talking about their passions. One of the things I thought was interesting was that I heard Julie had set the goal to get to Ruby, and then that would be your. So explain that about your passions and that heading. Because most people think, oh, you've got to hit diamond, but Can you sort of illustrate
Yeah,
that?
yeah, of course. It's a stage in my life that I'm at because, you know, my aim is, like, I house share. I don't have no desire to own property and cars and all those sorts of things. I don't want stuff. You know, I want to travel, and photography is just absolutely love taking photos. So I just want to be able to just live life and just, you know, experience life. So I don't need a massive income because I'm not putting kids through school, I'm not paying for mortgages and cars and things like that. So a Ruby income is just about perfect for me, and I figure my business is still going to grow because I'm still going to be building my business, you know, because we're in how many countries now?
Yeah.
So wherever I go, you know, you're naturally going to talk about it because people are going to say, how can you do what you do? Oh, let me tell you, sort of thing. So your business is still going to grow. But it will grow naturally, and you know, I will get the high ranks, but I'm not going to push for them. They'll come when they come, sort of thing. So yeah, Ruby income means that I can just virtually start my travelling. So yeah, so that's the plan. So USA, then UK, Europe, everywhere.
Nice. What a great life, eh? So can I ask a question that I think a lot of people. I always saw you as very shy. And I'd see you at the meetings, and I had no idea that you were building such a business. But one thing that's really come out, especially over dinner, is your attitude, your belief in yourself. Now, everyone's been through some of the valleys, can we say? So obviously you've been through. So talk a bit about where did you get this belief?
I think a lot of that's probably come from having my past business, because I mean, I think somebody believed in me, and that's a big thing. I mean, if you can have someone believe in you,
isn't that key?
Until you believe in yourself, that is such important. I mean, so I think I got that belief, and because I was able to build a big business in my last company, I know I can do it again, and I think, and because I've got such a big why, I mean, I know what it is I want to do with it. I mean, I know that I have to get to this point to be able to do what I want to do. So, you know, and it hasn't been easy. I mean, there's been times where, you know, it's been really tough. I mean, I've been waitressing, doing really, I won't swear, but, you know, really horrible jobs, and having to be told what to do by a 22-year-old, which is, when you're in your 50s, it's not good. But, you know, I had to do something to put petrol in the car, and to, you know, and that's one of the reasons I went house sitting. Was lifestyle was great, but it meant I didn't have to pay the mortgages, and I didn't have to pay rent, and I didn't have to pay all the bills. That gave me the opportunity to not work a full-time job, because I would have had to work full-time to actually, and then try and do this. So it gave me more time to put into Jeunesse. Doesn't mean I was always very productive. I mean, we all have times where we waste time, but it meant that I can actually do that. But there was times where money was really, really tight. You know, it was either put petrol in the car or eat. So I needed to get to meetings, so petrol come first. And there was times where I was down to my last dollar, and it was like, okay, I'll get money again tomorrow, sort of thing. And I had no social security, no nothing. I had no government help. It was just my part-time hours and what the Jeunesse was bringing in. So it is nice to be able to breathe now a little bit.
Just hit big sapphire elite, so that's a very...
And the bonus
and
helps.
the big bonus moolah. That's very good. So I hope you hear that, because you sort of... It's funny how when you sort of talk to people, how they just skim over it. But I hope you hear that, because that decision, whether it was to go to a meetings, you know, a lot of people have things come up in their life, but you knew what your why was. How did that come about? How did you know what you wanted to do?
I think travel's just been a passion, and I think freedom. It's not just the travel; it's the freedom to be able to just do what I want to do. I think all my life, you know, I've had the traditional upbringing, you know, and you know, you get married, you have children. It's just what is expected of, you know. I don't regret any of that. But I just want to be able to say, you know what, I just want to have my own, just do what I want to do, and have no one tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Or have that expectation that you should do this and you should do that. It's just this, you know, I want to go swim upstream.
How good is that?
Yeah, and not have that, you know.
Swim upstream.
Yeah,
Isn't that
do my own thing. You know, just do the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Live life, because let's face it, we are a long time dead. And you know, we have one life, so we've got to give it the best shot we have. So yeah, so that's
totally
it's all about living life for me.
So we're sort of so now, and this is where another bit I really want to emphasise with people is, so you've obviously made some mistakes along the way,
Of course.
and we say to people sometimes they're just not coachable.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, well, I sort of know the answer to this, but tell us what was the turning point in your business? What really started to turn it on?
When I actually took notice of Angela, because I was at a position because I'd come from where I was. You know, I thought ego got in the way a little bit. I think, you know, I know what I'm doing and things, but things weren't happening. Things weren't moving. I wasn't using the system. You know, I wasn't using the our leaders and getting them on three-way phone calls and things like that. So. I had a meeting with Angela one day, and she told me a few truths. She said, you've got to utilise the system. You've got to stop being a lone ranger, and that did change my business overnight. I thought, you know what, and I've had discussions with Craig as well, and you've got it. They know what they're doing. Success leaves clues. You follow what they do, and it works. I mean, they haven't got where they've got without.
Exactly.
So you just follow what they do. Follow somebody else and just do what they do, and you will have success.
Perfect. Well, this has gone pretty quick, this one. So, if someone was brand new today, and what would you suggest? How would they start?
How would they start? Probably hang on to their upline and follow them, and just listen to everything they say and be coachable.
Yeah.
Be really coachable, and don't try and you don't need to know everything, but you just need to know enough to then just go out there and be enthusiastic and find out what it is, why you're building Jeunesse. What's your why? Because if you know what it is you want, you can overcome everything. Because I think a lot of people, they're not clear what it is they want, and that's why they get derailed.
How did you get clear on what you wanted?
I don't know how I got clear. I think it's just, look, I age. I'm older now, so I think, as you get older, well, it's true. You learn as you get older. You realise what's important in life, and I think also when you get to a stage in your life, you realise how fast life is going. And when you have, friends and people that are no longer with you, and you go, you know what? They didn't get a chance to do that, so you sort of, I think you just realise, what is it that I want to do. And I think you learn. I think you just knowing yourself and things. Some people it's being there for their children and things like that. So just getting really clear. It could be a small why. It doesn't have to be a massive big why like mine. It could be a small why. So just getting clear. And I think if you know that, then you'll be able to get to the meetings. Do what it takes to do it because. And having vision boards is a big thing. I've always had vision boards and things like that.
Well, hold on. Let's talk more about that because I'd say that would be a very big clue.
Oh, vision boards they absolutely work. They're absolutely amazing vision boards.
And so, what did you do? Tell us about yours.
I've always had pictures, and I've always had vision boards all through my other company as well. Even my kids, would sort of it'd be on the fridge what the next goal was and things like that.
So do you think it's important?
Yes, extremely important. If you don't put it out there what you want, you're never going to get it.
Fantastic.
You've got to have pictures. I've had pictures of Sapphire Elite everywhere. I've got the next goal already on my phone, desktop. It's everything's there.
So what have you got?
Ruby. Yeah, I've already got the Ruby thing there. Yeah.
So I bet you if someone woke you up in the middle of the night and they said, "What's your next goal?" you would just say,
"Yeah, Ruby."
I love it.
Vision boards are important. Just having like example in my last company, I achieved a trip to America, and I sat the kids down, and they would have been primary school age, and I said, look, I get to go to America, but when I get back, I'm taking you guys to the Gold Coast. And we did the dream board. I had the dream board for America. I come home from that. We did the dream board for the Gold Coast, all the theme parks, helicopter ride, everything. And I had 4.5 months. We had to get a car. We had to get everything all set up to go. We achieved that. We took them 6 weeks there, and we ticked up every single thing on that dream board. And they know the power of the dream boards. And I've always had dream boards. So vision board, put it, whether it's on the fridge, everywhere, just put a vision board. So cut pictures up, all that sort of stuff. Very, very important.
Monkey see.
And I have one now. It's on my wall in my office. It's there. It's got travel. It's got everything there I want to do.
What's the main picture you focus on in that?
Europe's in the middle of it actually.
Yeah.
But Singapore's there, and I've got Singapore for free, and I've achieved that. So I can tick that one off. So yeah, vision boards is gold.
Awesome. I could keep talking forever about this. That's good. Well, hopefully that's a bit of a snapshot into Julie's life. Thanks again for your time.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. And be in touch. Thanks, friends. Bye.